PROTECT Act is the strongest law in the country to protect people from ICE and to protect public safety. You should all be proud of it. It's the result of so many people here and so many people who aren't here today, but who shared their stories, stood up for their neighbors, and advocated. Here's what it does. In our schools, in Chelsea and across Massachusetts, enrollment is down. And if you talk to our principals and administrators, they would tell you this is directly tied to Donald Trump and ICE's tactics. With this law, we're banning ICE from civil arrests and presence in our schools, in our child care centers. Doctors and nurses across Massachusetts are seeing families skipping medical appointments, not getting the care they need, even canceling their insurance. These are pregnant moms who are afraid to get care, patients afraid to bring their kids for pediatric appointments, sons and daughters afraid to visit their parents in a nursing home. By signing the PROTECT Act today, ICE agents will no longer be allowed in our hospitals, our community health centers, or our nursing homes. Then there's our courthouses. You know what judges are telling us? Judges are telling us that ICE's presence in our courthouses is constant. They're everywhere. And it's keeping victims and witnesses to crime from showing up. Cases are getting dismissed, and criminals aren't getting prosecuted because of ICE. That lets criminals walk free, roam our streets. We're talking about domestic abusers, people who commit rape and assault. When that happens, everyone is less safe. Today, we're banning civil arrests inside our courthouses. Schools, hospitals, courthouses, these are places where people need to go and they need to be safe in going there. And now, as of today in Massachusetts, they will be again. The PROTECT Act also does some other things. It will allow parents to prearrange guardianship for their kids in case they're detained or reported. And we know the stories from right here in Chelsea and elsewhere, heartbreaking, that parents and families have to go through this, and so many others are left picking up the pieces in their communities, taking care of little kids whose parents aren't coming home. I remember months ago walking up to an apartment with you, Gladys, and walking into that apartment and meeting a family and seeing two little kids who were staring out the window onto the street, wondering and waiting and asking, when is Daddy gonna come home? Daddy wasn't coming home. Daddy had been picked up that day on his way to work. And when ICE does these things, it leaves families shattered, and it leaves the rest of us in community picking up the pieces. So it's a frightening prospect for any family to face separations. The least that families should be able to do is make a plan for their kids' well-being. And with today's act, we're going to make that happen. Consistent with my executive order, it bans state agencies from entering into any new 287G agreements, and it prohibits civil arrests in non-public areas of state buildings. We're not allowing ICE into these spaces. It also allows people to bring civil rights claims against federal agents. I talked to you, I said to you before, as somebody who trained law enforcement, all right, who supervised law enforcement, and who has worked with law enforcement, for the better part of a 14-year career. What we're seeing in ICE, look at what happened in Maine. That guy would never have been hired, not only by any law enforcement agency in Massachusetts, but any public agency in Massachusetts. So we've got ICE agents out there who shouldn't be hired, are not qualified, are not trained, and are doing things that violate people's constitutional rights, and that's just wrong. And so we're making it clear today that those federal agents are subject to civil suit by individuals, and also are not above the law. And that means they're subject to criminal laws by our state officials, by our attorney general, and by our district attorney's offices. Okay? I want people to know, ICE violates your rights in Massachusetts. If an ICE agent violates your rights in Massachusetts, they will be held accountable. It's about protecting public safety. And what we're doing today is standing up to a president, to an administration that's out of control, that's hurting people, hurting neighborhoods across our country. But we're doing something more than just standing against that. We're standing up for something. We're standing up for our immigrant communities. Yes. We're part of the fabric of our economy and contribute so much to who we are in Massachusetts. We're standing up for public safety. We're standing up for people's rights. We're standing up for the kind of state Massachusetts is, and we want Massachusetts to always be. I also think we're doing something else today, and that is giving people hope. Donald Trump, every day, in every which way, is trying to find a way to take hope away from the American people, to depress us, to numb us to things that shouldn't be normalized, to deaden our senses. But in Massachusetts, we don't give up, we stand up. Right. And we choose to stay a place where people can live freely and safely in their communities. We choose to be a place where if you work hard, you can raise a family and afford to live. We choose to be a place where everyone's rights are protected and freedom is respected. Now, hope, of course, has the most meaning when it's followed by action. And today is action. Today, we're taking action that will make a real difference in people's lives here in Massachusetts. And I'm proud to stand with all of you today. Let's keep working together to make Massachusetts and this country the place that it should be, that we all want it to be. Thank you.